about those hosts? So I mentioned earlier there are two types of hosts. There are rack servers and blade servers. Now rack servers have been around for years now. I'm certainly not a historian on servers and their origination, but at least since I've been in IT, rack servers is kind of where most of us cut our teeth. And I've been in the IT industry probably for about close to 15 years. Blade servers have really come about over the last, I don't know, 5 to 8 years, somewhere in there. It's a nice range, right? So blade servers have really come around and really have boomed with the introduction of Cisco UCS. It's always been IBM blade servers and Dell blade servers and things like that, but UCS really put blade servers, I think, more on the map. And they did it because they really architected it in a way that met all the deficiencies that all the current blade servers were experiencing. So they really did it the right way. Cisco did. Now, rack servers are larger in stature, and they require more rack space. I mean, some of the smaller models are 1U in size, but they can get pretty large, and they usually go front to back as far as the capacity they take up within a rack. They are autonomous in nature, meaning that their resources, server virtualization aside, are captive to that server itself. Right? So two rack servers side by side are not sharing the same HBAs. Blade servers are very different. They are dependent in nature and are in a shared capacity. Blade servers are typically wrapped up in a chassis, and then coming out of that chassis are several I/O avenues, right? There may be some fiber channel interconnects, there may be some IP interconnects, there may be all kinds of interconnects going out to different facets of your environment where the data can traverse. But in general, the blade servers are within a chassis, and then that chassis is sharing resources across all those blades. So what are some of the physical and virtual distinctions? Well, physical hosts, we all know what those are. Those are typically one-to-one application mappings, very much the driving factor around server virtualization. We had a ton of physical hosts in our environment that were sucking up little to no resources on a per host basis, and someone got the bright idea, VMware, that we would collapse a lot of these low utilization applications and systems onto one physical box. Great idea, right? So your resources in the old manner, your resources are captive to a single application. On a virtual host, now you still have a typically one-to-one application mapping. However, the resources, the CPU, the memory, the I/O cards, are now shared between multiple applications. This is the virtual host in this instance, and what I'm trying to describe would be a physical host with a hypervisor and then multiple VMs on top of it. Very much the model behind ESX.